Members of the Ukrainian community have gathered at Sydney Olympic Park to protest against Russian athletes competing under their national flag at the Water Polo World Cup finals. World sporting bodies, including the International Olympic Committee, have begun lifting suspensions on Russia. Reporter Raina Sarampayat has more.
A small but impassioned group of around 24 Ukrainians was here at the centre where the Russian women's water polo team was due to meet the Netherlands. Now, they're very angry because back in April, the sports body World Aquatics became the first major Olympic sport to let Russian and Belarusian athletes compete using their national flag and anthem. Since then, Ukrainian groups here have tried and failed to get the federal government to stop the team's entry. They were arguing that some members have links to sanctioned companies or to Moscow's security apparatus. Some speakers here were accusing the federal government of being complicit in what they said was a propaganda win.
Russia is not a member of civilised nations, not at this time. And the presence of this national team here, however, sports washes Russia's behaviour and presents them as such, and that is why they should not be here. We provided detailed evidence of the connections of these players back to sanctioned entities and sanctioned individuals. The players here should not have been permitted into this country under our sanctions laws.
Now, Sports Minister Annika Wells replied to them that all travellers are assessed under Australia's visa, border control and sanctions framework case by case, and that material supplied by the Ukrainian community had been referred to the Australian Sanctions Office for consideration. And it should be noted that just last week, the International Olympic Committee itself provisionally lifted its suspension of the Russian Olympic Committee, paving the way for Russian athletes to take part in the Los Angeles Games in 2028.